Welcome back to Pure Nebraska. Here on the program on Mondays, we like to talk with a representative from the group called the Alliance for the Future of Agriculture in Nebraska, or AFAN.
AFAN is working to promote the expansion of livestock in Nebraska. So joining us now to talk a little bit more about that is RJ Campbell. He's with the Nebraska Soybean Board, and glad to have you here on a Monday.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, so I will go first.
Well, yeah, and I was just going to say, RJ, you're with the Nebraska Soybean Board, kind of talking about AFAN and its interest in livestock.
Absolutely. Livestock in Nebraska is a huge industry. They're about $12 billion, which makes up about half of the agriculture receipts that we see annually in the state of Nebraska.
So why does the Soybean Board support livestock?
Well, there's a couple of commodities. There's corn, there's soybeans, there's sorghum. That makes up about $3.5 billion, and they're the biggest consumer of those commodities in Nebraska. So, you know, things are tied very close together, so we want to support livestock. They are our biggest consumer.
Yeah, and I think you got into that a little bit, but again, why is the growth of livestock, the livestock industry in Nebraska, important?
Nebraska's got a long, rich history of livestock in Nebraska. One of my favorite sayings I hear out of AFAN is we have more water than Lake Erie underground because of the Ogallala Aquifer. We have livestock-friendly counties. We're always trying to draw livestock in because 1 in 3 jobs in Nebraska are intrinsically linked to agriculture. It's important.
Well, let's talk a little bit about getting started in livestock. I grew up on a farm where my grandpa had livestock, so then my dad did. What if you want to get in it from the ground up?
If you want to get it from the ground up, most of those come from the family, the future generations. There are services out there in Nebraska to help young growers or producers get a foothold. Right now it's tough financially, but again, if they look into those services, Farm Bureau would be one of them. They got means to you know, try to get some uplift and do their producing.
Yeah, and RJ, as far as like how soybeans are used with livestock, is it mostly for feed?
Mostly for feed. They don't just throw out soybeans. It gets crushed into a soybean meal.
Okay.
You know, there's the pig industry, there's the cow industry, but if you look over the United States, the biggest consumers of soybean meal out of Nebraska is poultry.
Oh, okay. So again, poultry, another form of livestock.
Absolutely.
You're kind of thinking, I'm thinking beef, I'm thinking of, you know, cattle, but there's poultry as well.
Absolutely. Yep.
So if people want to get more information, how would they do that?
Yeah, they could go to AFAN website out there, or they can visit nebraskasoybeans.org, and that's with an S. I think I said it wrong last time I was on this show, so I want to make sure I was correct on that. And any of our staff or the AFAN staff can point them in the right direction.
And again, just the fact, just to reiterate, the focus here, livestock is really important to corn producers, soybean producers, and all grain producers.
Yeah, and it contributes to about 76,000 jobs in Nebraska. So it's very important that everyone's kind of doing their job to support each other and, you know, give the support each other you need in the local communities and everything like that.
Yeah, all right.
RJ, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for being here today.
You bet.